Most men try to look younger. James Bond looks timeless. That's the secret. His style doesn't chase trends. It builds presence. And if you're a man over 50, the Bond wardrobe might just be your greatest weapon, sharp, effortless, and always one step ahead. Watch until the end and discover how to unlock that same sense of power in your own look. This isn't about copying a movie character. It's about mastering the elegance behind the myth. The discipline. The detail. The danger. And above all, the confidence. The Bond mindset begins before the suit. Dressing like James Bond starts with a mindset. Calm. Collected. Intentional. Every piece he wears tells you one thing: this man knows who he is. For the mature gentleman, that's your foundation. You've lived long enough to understand what truly matters. Let your wardrobe reflect that same calm authority. You don't need 20 jackets or flashy accessories. You need precision. A crisp shirt that fits your frame. Trousers that hang perfectly. Leather that tells a story without saying a word. Bond doesn't overcompensate. He refines. And so should you. Being over 50 gives you an advantage. You're not trying to prove anything. And that quiet power is exactly what makes a simple navy suit or a black turtleneck hit harder than any trend. Confidence is silent. And so is real style. Step 1. Before you even open your closet, ask yourself, am I dressing to impress or to express the man I've become? The power of a tailored suit. There's no Bond without the suit. Not because it's formal, but because it fits like armor. That's the difference. A proper suit doesn't wear you, it sharpens you. For men over 50, tailoring is no longer optional. Your body has changed. Off the rack won't cut it. Look for structured shoulders, a natural waistline, and clean lines that elongate your frame. 2-button, single-breasted, notch lapel. Keep it classic. Charcoal gray. Midnight navy. Black. These colors speak for themselves. No shouting, no sparkle, just presence. Add a crisp white shirt. Medium spread collar. No wrinkles. No fluff. The tie? Understated silk, solid or with a subtle pattern. Never novelty. Shoes? Black Oxfords or monk straps. Shined, not loud. Every detail must feel deliberate. A great suit doesn't transform you into someone else. It amplifies who you already are. Mature. Sharp. Respected. You're not playing dress up, you're dressing for the man you become. Casual Bond, the art of relaxed elegance. James Bond doesn't just look good in a tuxedo. His casual style is just as calculated. Off-duty Bond still commands attention, polo shirts that fit just right, tailored chinos, suede jackets. This is where most men over 50 miss the mark. Casual doesn't mean careless. A well-fitted polo in black, navy, or white is a smart substitute for sloppy t-shirts. Pair it with structured chinos or dark denim with zero distress. A suede bomber or Harrington jacket adds texture without weight. These pieces aren't loud, they're confident in their silence. Footwear? Loafers, Chelsea boots, or minimalist sneakers and leather. No neon. No chunky soles. Always look like you've thought about your outfit, even when it's simple. That's real style. Remember, Bond never looks dressed down. He looks precise. Even in a sweater, there's no slouch. Your casual wardrobe should reflect that same intention. Not forced. Just clean. Strong. Controlled. Color and simplicity, less is more. Bond's color palette is incredibly simple. And that's why it works. For a man over 50, the rule is this: the less you rely on color to stand out, the more your presence will speak. Black, navy, gray, white, olive, taupe. These are your allies. These tones do more than flatter the body, they project sophistication. No loud patterns. No bright tones. Nothing that says, "Look at me." That's not Bond. And it's not you. You want to be remembered for your aura, not your outfit. That doesn't mean you have to be boring. You can still layer textures, wool, suede, cotton, leather, to create visual interest without visual noise. Think of a charcoal flannel blazer over a black merino turtleneck. Simple, but unforgettable. This simplicity is liberating. You don't need to constantly shop or reinvent yourself. You need to refine. That's what separates the boys from the men, and the men from the icons. The role of grooming and presence. You can't dress like Bond with unkempt hair and tired skin. Grooming is not vanity, it's respect. For yourself and for others. Trim your beard. Keep your haircut fresh. Hydrate your skin. Smell clean. These aren't extras. They're essentials. Bond's power isn't just in what he wears. It's how he carries himself. Straight posture. Calm gestures. Eye contact. That's the real uniform. Clothes will only take you halfway. Presence does the rest. This is where men over 50 shine. You've seen life. You've handled setbacks. And you've earned the right to walk into a room with calm authority. Let your grooming and presence communicate that. Without saying a word. Remember, even the most expensive suit can't fix poor posture. But a man with presence? He could wear a plain shirt and still turn heads. Accessories that speak, not shout. Bond wears accessories like he wears weapons, discreet, functional, and deadly precise. For you, that means choose quality, not quantity. A classic wristwatch. A leather belt that matches your shoes. Maybe a pair of aviator sunglasses. That's it. No flashy rings. No oversized logos. No layers of bracelets. That's not style. That's distraction. You want your accessories to whisper, not scream. Understated elegance is louder than any trend. Your watch tells more than time. It tells people how you value detail. A pen in your pocket says you're prepared. Polished shoes tell a story of discipline. Every item you wear must earn its place. Nothing extra. Nothing sloppy. Think like Bond, functional, intentional, and always sharp. You're not adding decoration, you're building character. Becoming the man, not the costume. Here's the truth. Dressing like James Bond isn't about mimicking a character. It's about embodying the values behind the style. Discipline. Confidence. Restraint. Attention to detail. These things never age. And neither does true elegance. You don't need to buy a tuxedo tomorrow. Start small. Upgrade your shoes. Tailor your shirts. Clean up your wardrobe. Every adjustment you make tells the world, this man takes himself seriously. Bond doesn't just dress well. He prepares for anything. He walks with purpose. He speaks with clarity. That's what real style is. Not fabric, but focus. And if you're over 50, this is your time. You're not trying to be young again. You're stepping into something even better, timelessness. So let's recap. Dressing like James Bond after 50 isn't about pretending. It's about owning who you are and refining it. A tailored suit. A sharp casual game. A simple color palette. Controlled grooming. Subtle accessories. All leading to one thing, presence. Your style should feel like a natural extension of your character, not a costume, but a calling card. You're not chasing trends anymore. You're mastering permanence. So go ahead, stand taller, dress sharper, and walk into every room like a man who doesn't need to say much to be remembered.